Hello. Sorry about the lighting in advance. Today we're going to be looking at for Elise a little deeper. We're going to be looking specifically at the notes. I think it's important for us to understand how to read music. So I thought this would be a good way to learn. So if you're a beginner and you want to learn how to play for Elise, check this out. Here we go. So this is the sheet music to for Elise. Now, what I like to do is I like to use the mnemonic, okay, every gator bites down Florida. Now the reason why I like to do that is because it's real difficult to forget once you hear it, right? So let's take a look at the music. The music here is, if we use, we're looking at the G clef, right? And we have these lines here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines and 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. All right, we're in 3/8 time, as I said before. By the way, in my last video, I referenced 3/4 time. We're not in 3/4 time, although we can count them the same way. But we'll get into that a little deeper in another video, okay? So right here, so this is every gator bites down Florida. So this right here is my first D, and I'm going to call this a D sharp. Okay, that's a D sharp. Every gator bites down Florida, another D sharp. Okay, and I'm only using the notes on the lines right now. I'm only doing the notes on the lines. The reason I'm only doing the notes on the lines is because I only want to have to use every gator bites down Florida. Okay, how about this right here? This is on my third line. Every gator bites, B. Every gator bites down Florida, D. How about over here? Every gator bites, B. Every, that's an E. Every gator, G sharp. Every gator bites, B. So if you notice, I've skipped this, and the reason why I've skipped them is because those notes are on spaces. So I'm not going to want to use, I'm not using every gator bites down Florida for spaces. That's another one. Okay, we're going to get to that in a minute. Right now we're just doing lines on the treble, the G clef or the treble clef. Okay, I like to refer to it as the G clef personally, and I have reasons for that, which I'll put into another video. Okay, over here. Every, E. Every gator bites down, D sharp. Every gator bites down, D sharp. Every gator bites, B. Every gator bites down, D. Every gator bites down Florida, they all bite. Don't want to be a snack that smiles back like a goldfish. All right, now over here. Space, line, okay, every, E. Every gator bites, B. Every gator bites, B. Okay, now we're going to get into this spot here because we did not get into this into our last video. I did not show you how to do this new part here. So we're going to break into the new part so that we're ready to do it when we actually want to play it. So here we go. Every gator bites, B. Every gator bites down, D. Every gator, that's a G. Every gator bites down Florida, F. Skipping this one, skipping this one. Those are on spaces, right? Skipping this one. Every gator bites down. Skipping this one, space, space, down. Every gator bites down Florida. Skipping this one, every, E. Every gator bites down, D. Every gator bites, B. Every, E. Okay. And now I pretty much come to the end of the notes on lines and spaces. Or notes on, I'm sorry, the notes on lines in the G clef. Forgive me for those of you who are nitpicking my grammar, okay? All right, the point is we're done with this first theme, but here's the thing. The thing to remember here is when we use every gator bites down Florida, you're actually stating what we call thirds. And think about it. E, F, G. E, F, G. Our third away. There's three letters. We call it a third. G, A, B. G to B is a third. B, C, D. B to D is a third. D, E, F. D to F is a third. All right, now real quick here. When we look at, if we were to say EFG is a third, GAB is a third, and we go from line to line to line to line, and each one of those is a third, space to space to space to space, each one of those is a third. This is how we now figure out this next part right here. Let's look. So we have this note here, way up there. It's got 1, 2, 3, what we call ledger lines, which extend the staff. Well, let's look. Every gator bites down Florida. We're going to come back to that one. Okay, every gator bites down, D sharp. We're going to come back to that one because that's our next formula. Okay, now we have face. Okay, face. F-A-C-E is all of our spaces on the treble clef. So I have E, F-A-C-E, F-A-C-E, F-A-C, F-A. See what I'm doing here? That's on the second line right there. It's on the second line. Maybe we can bring my camera in a little closer perhaps. I don't know if I want to mess with this. I'll try. Bring it just a little bit closer. All right. Bring this down a smidge. There we go. All right. There we are. Okay. How about over here? So you can see here, F-A-C-E, there's 4 lines, or 4 spaces, excuse me. This note's on a space. Now, just in case we're not aware of this, the difference between a note with it's on a line and it's on a space. We say the note is on a line if the head of the note, this circle part, has a line going through it. If the circle part does not have a line going through it, then we say that that note is on a space. That's the difference. So I come over here. Okay, this is middle C. Whenever I have a line through the middle, in the middle of the staff like that, that's middle C. One line through the middle. How about this one? F-A. Okay? F-A-C-E. F-A-C-E. Here we go. Still going. Let's move it over a little bit. F-A-C-E. F-A-C-E. F-A-C. F. Now we'll come over. All right, here we are with some more space notes. F-A. See how that doesn't have a line going through it? That's an A. F-A. This is with a line through the middle. It's middle C. Right between the clefs of F and G. Right? Okay, how about this one? F-A-C. F-A. F-A. Let's keep going. F-A-C-E. 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 F. Look at that. It's right on the bottom space. That's an F. F-A-C-E. Let's keep going. Into our new theme now. We're into our new theme. Okay, we're going to be learning this on the next video. Okay, let's do this. F-A-C. F-A-C-E. Oh, oops. Whoa. E. E. All right. There we go. Okay. Still going. F-A-C-E. Now, here's why I stopped at this note. F-A-C-E is also an illustration of thirds. Okay? So if I don't know what a note is, I can use EGBDF, F-A-C-E, every gator bites down Florida, face, to figure out any note on the staff. It doesn't matter where it is. Let's look at this. Every gator bites down. So this is on a line here, right? So let's look at this. This is on a line. So I'm going to every gator bites down Florida. So Florida, F stops there. On that where that point is. But look. F can take over F-A-C-E. Why? Because they're all thirds. If I use thirds, I can find out any note I want. How about over here? F-A-C-E. Boom. Okay? And really, this next portion that you have is actually a repeat of the first theme, which is what I was talking about when I did my first video, where we were talking about, you know, 2-for-1 offers, right? 2-for-1 offers. Learn one, get one free. We like that. That's a good deal, right? You learn one, you get one free, and music always comes in patterns. So if we learn one many times, we can get one free. All right, so that's our G clef. Let's look at our F clef. Our F clef is gators bite down Florida always, all cousins eat gator. Yeah, that's right, you heard it. Okay, so we're going to start with, I think we'll start with our spaces in the left hand. All cousins eat gator. There's a place actually in right outside of Deltona, Florida, where it's called Gators, and they actually serve them up. Yep, not kidding. Tastes like chicken, only sweeter. All right, come on over here. All cousins eat gator. Well, I got A, I got E. Okay? All cousins eat, E, gator, G, sharp. All cousins eat gator. They're all my lines, all my spaces, excuse me. One of my spaces, another space. All cousins eat, A, E. Okay? Gators bite down Florida always, A. Okay, this is a low E. Gators bite down Florida always. Gators bite down Florida always. Low E. All cousins eat gator. All A. Cousins eat. Okay, gators bite down Florida always. A. So now I'm going to use them both. All cousins eat. All cousins eat. Gators bite down Florida always. A. You notice what I'm doing here? I'm using gators bite down Florida always for all my line notes and all cousins eat gator for my space notes. Now, I would strongly suggest, as you're watching this video, that you are actually writing these in yourself. Okay? If you write them in yourself, you're going to have a much easier time trying to master this. Okay, all cousins eat gator. C, G, with a line through the middle C. Gators, G. All cousins eat gator, G. Now what do we say gators do? We say gators bite down Florida always for our F clef. Gators bite down Florida always. So if we have a G here and gators bite down Florida always is giving us the illustration, another illustration of thirds, well, gators bite, so that makes this a B. See that? How about here? All cousins eat. Okay, gators bite down Florida always. E. All cousins eat gator. E. How about up here? Well, this is an E. Why do I know? Let's look. Gators bite down Florida always. A. So my top line is an A. But then if I keep going here, I have two ledger lines. So it's all cousins eat. See, I'm using my thirds. I'm using my thirds to figure it out. Okay, now, right here we have something, we have a change. What's the change? Well, we go from F clef over here to G clef over here. So this right here, every. I'm back to every gator bites down Florida and face. F-A-C-E. Right? Why would I change? Why am I going to change clefs? Well, the reason is because the F clef is typically for notes that you would find below middle C. Now again, don't quote me on that because it is typically. There are exceptions to the rule, okay? Once I go above middle C, especially here, this is E5. I am not going to put E5 in the bass clef. It's not going to happen. So I have to use a treble clef and it shifts. So that is, okay, and then I have what? Every gator bites down, D sharp, face, F-A-C-E. Okay, every gator bites down, D sharp, face, F-A-C-E. All right. So we're going to stop there. That is all of the notes that you need to know for the first full theme, the second half, which would be the second half, the second like 8 measures for Elise. So, all right. So that concludes the next step in learning for Elise, and we're going to come back to this again. We're going to be doing some more of this every time I go and learn a new theme. We'll be doing this again, so I will be coming back with a new video for you shortly with the remaining 8 measures on the piano. And thank you very much. Have a great day.